Okay.
Make now I'm recording. So I'm going to make you the admin now so that
Okay. No problem.
so I think you are the admin now.
Okay.
All right. So maybe you should just keep watch. Anybody that wants to come in can allow them. So
Yes.
good day guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whichever part of the world you are. I'm TFK and today we'll be talking about order block. So before we move into the class, so I want to give you some prerequisites that trading now has been moved to higher level. So we should also move with it. What is going on now is if you want to be a successful trader, you need to get the right knowledge. That is the right knowledge. You need to leave all the textbook definition of anything you have been doing before. You understand? So there are so many things that is wrong. You understand? In the world of FX, and that is what people are teaching, that is what people are learning, and that is what people are trading with. It can be profitable, yeah, but what really matter is understanding the markets, how the market moves. That is what matter. And if you can get that, that means you have gotten the password. You have gotten the password. You understand? So order block is one of the first things that at least a trader must know. It's just like 0.002% of what a trader must know. That means there's still a lot of things that the trader must know. You understand? But if a trader knows order block and knows how to use it effectively, so the trader will really be happy with his or her result. Pressure, I can't hear you. If you want to say anything, you can just write so that I will take notes.
Okay, it's fine.
So, as I have said, order blocks works in all types of markets, either stocks, either bonds, either indices, either currencies, any kind of market you are interested in, you can always use order block. You understand? We have something called PDRAs. Order block is number one of it. That means we still have other types. We have six other types. You understand that we use in for entries. You understand? But order block is number one. So here we are going to be dealing with the number one, which is what? Order block. You understand? You can use it to trade boom and crash. You can use it to trade volatilities. You can use it to trade any other thing that you want to trade. Greetings to my boss here. I can see Charm. Charm is here, so greetings to you. So now order block is applicable in all time frame. In all time frame. You can see my chart is very clean. I like it like that. So if you want to see the beauty of trading, you are going to make your chart very clean. You understand? You don't make the indicators to be disturbing how the market moves or how price moves from up to down. You understand? So they've
Mm.
provided us with a lot of indicators, but those indicators are not helping because they will give you right decision today, tomorrow they will give you wrong decision, and you won't know why it is right, you will know why it is wrong. So other blocks works in all time frame from monthly to weekly to daily to 4 hour to 1 minute. You can always see other block. Depends on what types of markets you are trading. You understand? But because this is boom and crash, it spikes. So if you go to 1 minute time frame, if you go to 1 minute time frame, it will be very difficult for you understand, to identify the other block here. So the better is to go to higher time frame so that you see it clearly. So let me just start from daily. I'm going to start from daily. Now, talking about the daily, an order block, if you want to define an order block, a bullish order block, a bullish order block is the last red candle before the bullish movement. For instance, you have this.
Olusegun Adebiyi, please mute yourself, please.
So, for instance, you are having a downtrend, you're having this, you're having this. So, all these are bearish candles, right? Now, let's say this is the last bearish candle. Then we now have this. We have this bullish candle here. We have this bullish candle here. We have the bullish candle here. You have the bullish candle here. Now, if you are to identify the order block for a bullish order block is the last red candle before the bullish movement. The last red candle. And that red candle has some characteristic. One of the characteristic of that red candle is it must not be a small candle with a big wick. You understand? It must be a candle that has body, because a lot of orders is put in the body, not the wick. If you check the currency, if let me say we are using different broker. Yes, I'm using IC Market, you are using FX .com, you are using different kind of broker. Our wick will not be the same. Our wicks will not be the same. So your wick here might stop at maybe 95.60. Mine can be 95.71. I mean 61. You understand? There will be difference of the eye, but the body will remain the same, because the market maker trades on the body, not the wicks. You understand? The wicks is for the brokers. The brokers manipulate the wicks. You understand? That is why you see different wicks, different high and different low. So some people will put their order here. So, and the wick of that broker might touch it, and the wick of another broker will not touch it. You understand? So it's because of the broker manipulates the wick, but they don't manipulate the body. So we have to pay more attention on the body. You have to pay more attention on the body, not the weak. You understand? So what I'm teaching you right here, if you can hold on to it and it's okay, you understand? There are different ways of drawing other block. You might see me discussing it in another way, and maybe I'm discussing in another way. Yes, there are different ways, you understand? But you can choose whatever you like. You understand? I'll tell you the one that I prefer. So looking at this last candle here is the bullish order block. So we have a bullish order block and a bearish order block. So here we have the bullish OB. OB is order block. So here I'm going to talk about the bearish OB. Don't mind my writing. I don't like I don't like writing much. So I hope you guys can see it. Look at the H is running for the S. So now here, if you are told to identify the other block, you say since it is the last candle, so you can draw it like this. Look at it. I'm choosing only the body. I'm not taking the week, any week. I'm not considering any week. Look at how I'm drawing it. If you draw it like this, you are correct. You are fine. You are correct because you are considering the body without the wicks. You are fine. That is how ICT draw it. Now, if you take the lower body with it, you understand, and say, okay, this is my strategy. This is how I want to be drawing my order block. Fine, it's cool, no problem. If you take the higher body too, and you say, wow, this is how I want to draw it, no problem. Some I just lost my screen now. Preshi, can you make me the admin back? I just lost my screen, so I have to.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Wow. So I don't know what happened. So let me make you the admin back. So now you are now the host. Now I think
Mm-hmm.
our screen is gone. So let me quickly draw it. So as I've said, that you have series of red candles. I'm sorry for starting from the beginning again. And you have these bullish candles here. You have this, something like this. So you are told to identify the other block. So you say here is our other block. So if you choose the body, as I've said, no problem. And if you consider choosing the week too, no problem. One thing is the market maker, they are dynamic. Market is not static. Market is not black and white. Don't say because my master said I should choose the body alone and you are leaving out the weeks. You might be surprised that during the test, they will only test the week. It happens. You understand? It happens. So that's why you have to be dynamic. You understand? Don't stick um on one aspect that yes, this is what I'm going to choose. You have to be dynamic. And there are some ways that we can do that. So but what matter is the body. You understand? The body. But if you want to take your order, you can take it from the week if the body is not too big, depending on the time frame. If the body is too big, you can go to a lesser time frame to find the other block. You understand? If the body is too big, that means your stop loss will be too big. So you can go to the lower time frame to find the other blocks so that you can reduce the risk. So what you are waiting for after getting the other block, I said one of the condition is for it to have a big body and a less weak. You understand? It can have a weak, but I don't want to be seeing another block with long wicks and small body. You understand? Then another condition is you must have a bullish candle that close above it. You understand? We are talking about the bullish order block. A bullish candle, which we know as our green candle in some people's charts, must close above it. Here, where is the candle that close above it? This is it here. What about this? No. That means if you are seeing this, will you say this is another block? No. Until this one comes. It is this one that certifies this as an order block. You understand? So if you're having small candles that are creating, but it has not yet closed above this candle here, you don't say you have an order block. I hope I'm speaking what everybody understand. Now, the next thing is
I hit it.
we'll look for the retest of the other block. That's the next thing. Now, if for instance you are having something like this and the retest is the candles that come back, the candle that come back, it might be candle, it might be candles. So you might have series of candle. So let's say the one that come back to the other block, something like this. You understand? That is the retest. Then after the retest, we are looking for what? We are looking for this kind of movement. A fast response from the other block, away from the other block, away from the other block. So we are going to take our trade here and you're going to allow it to run. Now you can see the retest. It came into the other block and it went out. Now it might just come and retest the eye. This eye. That's why I say you have to be dynamic. It might come and retest this eye. Sorry, and just have this rally up. It might come to retest the body here, the open of the body and rally up. It might come to retest the middle and rally up. You understand? But what you don't want to see is a close below the other block. That's what you don't want to see. That is what you don't want to see. You understand? And you don't want to be holding your trade once you have the close below the other block. You don't want to be holding your trade. You understand? Because the setup is invalidated. So we have some people that holds and holds and holds. Oh my god. And holds and holds and holds their trade even if the other block.
Hello?
Yeah, I think I just lost the screen again. What is happening today?
Let me make you an admin again.
All right, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect.
Am I the admin now?
Yes, you are.
All right. So I'm gonna go and start from beginning again. So as I've said, just when you watch the recording, you're gonna see everything. So the opposite is for the bearish order block. You understand? The opposite of everything I said in the bullish order block is for the bearish order block. Sorry, I have to admit some people. So pressure, you are the host now.
Okay.
So the opposite is for the bearish order block. Now, let's go to our main chart to identify the order block. We have talked about the theory. Now let's go for the practical. Can you all see my chart?
Yes, we can
All
see
right.
your chart.
So now let me start from here. Let me start from here. Before I start, another thing that I also need to add is sometimes if you want to draw an order block, you have to combine more than one candle. You have to combine more than one candle. That is because in some time frame, let me say in 1 hour time frame, you can see a couple of candles together that when you combine, it will be one candle in 4 hour time frame. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So you have to combine those candles together. You understand? And another thing is, even if you don't see that, if you see a bullish movement, something like this, a bullish movement like this, a fast movement, you have how many bullish order candle? 1, 2, 3, 4, and you now have this bearish run. So you see, according to ICT. Here we have all these candle here. They are the order block. One, two, three, four. You understand?
Mm.
You shouldn't be surprised. So one, two, three, four are the order block. You understand? Why some people might choose the last one. You understand? But if you have a consecutive candles like this too, you can also choose it as an order block. You understand? We can have different of opinions. You understand? But you just have to know everything. That's why I'm trying to bring out everything, so that when you see somebody talking about another thing, you won't be surprised that what this person didn't mention this to me. So that's why I'm giving you out everything. That is the thing that people can say. They can't say more than that. You understand? So when you know everything, you won't be surprised by anything. So here, so now here, if I'm choosing these candles here, if I'm taking these candles here, if I'm choosing the body and I'm neglecting the wick, so I'm taking this one, two, three, four because they are consecutive candles. You understand? So I'm taking them into consideration. These four candles. Anything I'm doing on the daily, you can also do it on the 15 minutes. You can do it on the 4 hour. You can do it on the 1 hour. You understand? Depending on
Mm.
your taste, on what you like. So if I choose these consecutive candles here, you understand? I see a movement out of this other block. From here, I will say that this is not yet an order block. What about this? It's not yet an order block. What about this candle? Yes, this is the candle that validates this order block because I'm choosing these candles here as my order block. You understand? So this is the candle that validates. I gave you some conditions. You understand? So this is the candle that validates this order block because it's the one that moved outside, that closed outside this other block here with the body. I'm considering the body only. Now waiting for the retest. The retest came here. Look at the retest here. The first retest here, when it touches the other block, the open of this candle here, when it touches the open, you understand? I told you the open and the close. When it touches the open of this candle here, what do you see? A fast rejection. It came back, taking out this eye into 50% of this, and after that, we have what? A bearish movement. Whenever you see an order block tested and it moves away rapidly, not closing above it, it is what telling you that what we have a good setup. You understand? That means you can hold on to this trade. You understand? So this what I'm explaining now, you can do it on the 15-minute too. So it means that you can hold on to this trade. Now let us try another example. Now looking at this, here I'm choosing the last candle. I'm choosing the last candle here. I'm a reserve trader. I don't normally enter whenever I see. I normally wait for the setup to happen, then show me signs of rejection before I enter. You understand? So it doesn't mean if I take it from the tip top, though I can also do that. Take it from the tip, you understand? But I love waiting for rejections, you understand? So here, this is the last candle. This is the last candle. We have the body here. Look at this candle here. This is not the other block. Look at this candle here. This is the other block. Because if it is a bearish order block, you're going to look for the what? The green candle and the red candle closing. Look at this red candle. Does it close below it? No. Look at this one. This one closed below it. Yes. So we have an order block here. So where is the retest? You are waiting for the retest. It went away. So you're going to wait. You're going to wait. So just leave this daily out. Just put it in your mind that okay, this is a 15-minute time frame because that is how candle moves, irrespective of the time frame. So look at when it comes back to it here. a fast response. Look at the fast response. When it touches the other block, what happened? You have a fast response here. You understand? You have a fast response here. And after the fast response here, you can see that what? It has been falling down. It has been crashing. It has been crashing. So when you know the time it is going to start crashing, you understand? Then you can always enter at every retracement. You understand? You can always enter. Or maybe you can also use your um institutional level to enter, because they love respecting institutional level. You understand? So you can retrace to any institutional level and crash again. Retrace to any institutional level and crash. Retrace to it and crash. Retrace to it and crash. You understand? But you will have seen that yes, the crashing has what has started. You understand? So you just be waiting for every little retracement if you are taking the spike. Now, another thing is, why is this other block, why is it better? Why is it better? I'm going to prove it. I'm going to show it to you why it's better. Now, um, the way we were taught is for us to use normal support and resistance. If you're to use normal support and resistance, you're going to put your resistance here, right? Or maybe if some people do use body, you're going to put it here. And then you'll be waiting for the retest of this resistance. And it's never what? It's never got retested. Look at it here. It's not coming back to retest it here because there's something called an impulse swing. You understand? It has already happened here. So they are not coming back here again. Not coming back here again. So here they came back to retest it here. Then what happened again? Let me say you miss this and you say, well, okay, this is another resistance. You put another one here and you're waiting for it to retest. Or maybe you put it at the top again. And what happened? It's never coming to what? To retest again. So you're going to miss a lot of moves because you are not considering the whole body.
Hello?
Yeah. So because you're not considering the whole body, can everybody hear me? Just say I if you can hear me, please. Okay. So let me move on. If you can't hear me, just let me know. Now, you're going to miss a lot of moves because the orders is placed in the body, not the top here that we were taught, and not the top here that we read in the books. That is why you see some books doesn't help. It doesn't help. They are the things that are outdated. You understand? So now, what is coming up now is the real knowledge, and that is what, if you want to become a profitable trader, you have to find your way to getting the what, the real knowledge of it. You understand? So, bunch of orders are placed in the body, not what, the weak. Look at them; they only came to retest the what, the open. Look at it, the open of this order block. They came to retesting, and they what? They never give the support and resistance um the support and resistance traders to enter. You understand? Because they're going to enter here or here. So um let's continue. So then we have this bullish trend. In this bullish trend, you're gonna see a lot of other blocks. If you have a trend, you understand, it's always very, very interesting. Look at this. As I've said that an order block is the last bullish candle. Here Forget about what I've been teaching in the FX. Here I'm talking about the boom and crash. You understand? Sometimes you cannot use the same idea for it. You understand? So forget about what you have learned before. Now focus on this if you are trading boom and crash. Now here you have this candle here. You have this candle here. You have this candle here. You have this small candle here. Are you going to choose this small candle as your order block? When we define the bullish order block, we said it is the last red candle before the bullish movement. Look at this. This is small. This is the last red candle, right? This is the last red candle before this upward movement, right? So for me, I'll be joining these two candles together. I'll be joining these two candles together. You understand? And I have a close above it. You can see all these ones are still in the middle of my order block, and I have a close above it. Then I have the retest of it. Then from there, it has been what? Moving up. You understand? Imagine you enter from here and you close from here. You understand?
That's a
So
lot of money.
that's a lot of pips. You understand?
Mm.
So you're gonna have a lot of chance. Look at this too. Look at this candle here. Look at this candle here. You have it close. These two candle here. Even if you choose these three, if you choose these three, you understand? Look at it here. You have a close. You have a close above it here. You can see this candle here. It's close above it here. Look at the next candle. It came back to retest it and it moves forward. You understand? It moves forward. So that is another entry for you. Look at another one. This is another red candle here. You have it close here. Look at this candle here. It came back to retest it. It moves forward. If you're a support and resistance trader, you won't be able to get in again. You won't be able to get in again. You understand? I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm just trying to um place out, what the market is doing now. So that's what is going on in the world now. That's what the market makers are using. The market makers, they already study our support and resistance, and they know the key. They know the key. Yeah. So here, where is the should I go to the lower time frame? All right. Sorry guys, please give me seconds.
Mm. Please, guys, mute yourself. Oh my God. I'm going to mute everyone.
Yeah, appreciate mute everybody, please.
TFK, can you hear me?
Appreciate said we should give him some seconds, so I think he's still away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to mute.
Hello guys. I'm so sorry for that.
It's okay.
All right. So I think somebody is trying to draw something. All right. Okay, I get you. So you're trying to, yeah, instead of drawing, you can just simply ask the question when it's time for the question. So here, I think you are trying to pinpoint here, maybe it's an order block or not. Now let's find out.
Yes, I don't even know that you can see it. I thought I'm the only one that can see it. I'm sorry.
All right, no
But we
problem.
already gave instructions that nobody should draw on their screen. It's as simple as
Sorry.
that.
Sorry. I don't know that it will appear on everybody's chat.
It's fine. It's
So
fine. It's okay.
here, you can see if you are to take this bullish candle here, you can see that it didn't come back to retest this bullish candle here, because we also have some other things that we consider, not only this other block. I mentioned earlier that there are about 6 or 7, you understand? So sometimes the retest might not be at the other block, it might be at other things, you understand, that are not in our textbooks. You can't find it in any textbook, in any forex textbook. It's not there. I've never seen it before, and I don't think it appears because this is a real something, you understand? So you can't see it. Now we also have some other things which this one came back to retest, not the other block, you understand? So we can have the retest at the other block, we can have the retest at other things other than the other block, you understand? This class is specifically made for other block, you understand? Here, if you look at here, you will see a good example of a retest of an order block. Look at this. I'm taking this last bearish candle, you understand? And I have a close. Look at the close above it, you understand? It came back here to retest it. Does it close below it? No. If it close below it, what will you do? You collapse your trade. You collapse your trade. Then if it moves away from it, what will you do? That is a good example of an order block for you to hold. You understand? You hold on to it. You understand? So that is that about order block. Even here, look at here. I'm taking these 2 green candles here. I'm taking them. I'm considering the body. You can also choose the week, you understand? So don't just say because TFK has said it. You can choose the week, but that's how I do my own. So here you have this retest here, and what? A fast movement away from it, you understand? So now let's go to a smaller time frame to also get this kind of other blocks. Let me first go to 4 hour. Now in 4 hour, what is this? What do you see? If I'm choosing the week,
All of them the same.
is an order
It's
block.
working.
You have a close below it, right? Then we have a retest of this order block, and boom, we have a nice setup, and it went out. Well, you understand? Let me show you something here. Look at this. I'm choosing this. How many candles? 1, 2, 3. These 3 consecutive candles before this small candle here. I'm choosing it. So when it came back to retest, look at it. It only retests the other block. You can see. Whereas many people will be expecting the retest here. And many people that have not entered here, they will say, wow, I have missed. I cannot enter again. They don't know that yes, this is the right time for them to enter even. Because you never know when the trend is going to change. Nobody knows. But when it changes, it gives signals that yes, I have changed. You understand? So and that is the right time you want to enter. So here is an order block. They came back, they test here, and we have a bullish movement. Now let's see. You have this movement up. It came back here. We have another order block here. Look at it. We have another order block here. You understand? This is another order block here. You understand? Why is this an order block? This is a red candle. We have a green candle that closed above it. It came back to retest it, and what? You have a movement. Look at this. If I'm taking these two candles here, you understand? Plus the wick. So I take the wick, I take the body here, and I'm taking the wick down. So we have a retest and it's rejected. If it's only resistance, you know it's never coming. You can see it's never coming. So here, where is the other block? You can see this candle here. Are you gonna take this one? No. Why? It's a small candle. You understand? Just like a doji. So look at this. Another retest in the open. It doesn't give people that want to enter here, it doesn't give them time to enter. Another retest in the open, and you have what? You have another entry again. Even if you miss it from the beginning, you can always what? You can always enter. You understand? What about this? Why did I choose these three candles? Because they are consecutive candles. You understand? And look at it. They test the candle here, and though we also have a theorem, this one is called the mitigation block. You understand? This is called the mitigation block. So if you are not going to choose this and you want to limit your your risk, you understand? Because if you are going to choose these three, your risk will be higher. Imagine putting your stop loss here. But if you want to reduce it, you have to maybe enter at the mitigation block, and that's not what we are talking about today. We are focusing on the other block. Here is another other block. Look at this candle here. Is another other block for you to enter. You understand? Not at the what? At the support. You understand? So, and you always put your stop loss at the end if you want to hold it. You understand? If you want to hold it, you put it at the end. You understand? Okay, this is crash. In crash, we will be what? We are waiting for spikes, you understand, to crash, you understand. But they're also bullish trend if you want to trade it, you understand now. So you can trade it up and you can also trade it down depending on your taste. But what I will advise is whenever it's a bullish trend, don't try to take the spike, ignore it, go to another pair and look for it. But when you are on a bearish trend, that is when the market will be very suitable for you. All you just have to do is wait for retracement, like this kind of retracement. Just wait for it to happen. When you have higher probability setup, it's very, very nice because you won't waste a lot of money giving it to brokers. Now here you have another one here. It's before this eye here. You understand? So after this eye here, we have what's a bearish trend. After this bearish trend, you have a bullish trend again. Now let me go to 15 minutes. So there, sorry, not this. Now looking at 15 minutes, you understand? Because the chart is a little bit challenging now. So it's a little bit challenging now. But we can see it, as I have promised. I said you will see it in all time frame. You understand? So here, but just that the challenges we are having here is 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. They are almost the same. You understand? So, but you will see it. Look at it here. I have this trend. Look at these candles here. I have this trend. We have what? A run below it. You understand? When it's coming back, you understand, to this trend, you know that's what a lot of things will happen here. You understand? Here you have our order block here, and you have the retest, and boom, you understand? So it spiked down, it spiked the second time, it consolidates, it move up, it spiked the third time, it went up, it spiked the fourth time. You understand? So at this retracement, you understand, you can always look at your institutional level for you to enter again for a spike. You understand? Then after you are done with this is another one here. This is another one here. This is another one here. You can see it respected it. You understand? Why is it respecting it like this? Because we are in the bearish order flow. There's something called order flow. You understand? You can see that I'm not using any indicator here. I don't know, maybe you guys really understand, but I'm enjoying it, and I wish maybe you guys too can see what I'm saying. So here we have another order block. Look at all these candles here. They are consecutive candles. That's an order block. You understand? That is an order block. This candle here too is an order block. This small candle here is an order block. But if you want to make it right, you understand, maybe if you go to 30 minutes or 1 hour, you will see that all this candle will be either one. How many 15 minutes do we have in 1 hour? I think is 4. You understand? So all these candles like this will be 4. All these candles here, 4 of these candles here will be 1. You understand? So it will make less noise. So you will already mark it in your chart. Because if I'm to choose it like this, I'm not going to choose this last 15 minutes here. It's not possible. Because volumes, market maker trades on the higher time frame, not the lower time frame. They only use this lower time frame to play with our psychology. You understand? But if you go to the higher time frame, you will see it clear. It will be clear. That is their secret. So here, look at it here. Assuming I'm on the higher time frame, I will have gotten this breakout here, and I will have gotten this retest. But if I'm the lower time frame, look at me here. I'll be here looking for the other block, the retest of the other block, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. You understand? But in the higher time frame, I already gotten it. So I'll be able to catch the spikes, you understand, until I have a movement away from the from the from the box. You understand? Look at another one here again. Look at another one here again. Look at all this movement here. Look at the retest. You understand? So you're going to have a lot of fun with it. You understand? Wow, what am I saying? You're going to have, I'm seeing this. I don't know, maybe it appears in your chart. I'm seeing a gap here. I'm seeing a gap here. So you're going to have a lot of fun with this. A lot of fun. Look at this. All these consecutive candles here. If I go to the higher time frame, you will see this consecutive candle. You see it clearly. You will see it clearly. You understand? When it moves away from it, it came back to it. It retested here, and it sold. Came back again the second time, retesting, and what? It spiked. So once you see this spike away from this other block, it is telling you that it is time for the spikes to occur. You understand? So you just be entering at every retracement. You understand? Look at this. It came back, retracing this. You understand? It spike again. You can see it retrace, it spike again. It retrace, it spike again. You understand? It spikes again. So that is how you trade with your other block. I don't know, maybe there's also something I'm missing out or not. You understand? Look at what I'm talking about. I drew this on the 15 minutes. Now look at it on the 1 hour. Let me first move it away so that you guys will see it. Look at this candle here. 1, 2, and look at this one too. Look at the candles here. All these candles here. They are the other block. You understand? So though we also have a breaker here. So this also is telling me that yes, I'm on the right path. You understand? So um that is that about the other block. So this is time for question and answer. If you guys have question, so you can either write it or you can ask, or maybe if you can write it, it's better. But if you cannot write, you can ask so that I will answer. Hello, can anybody hear me?
Okay, TFK, thank you so much for your time. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I have a question or two. Um, at what point do you decide to use more than one candle as your order block? Because right now, because the market has moved, we can see the reason why we can use three candles. Okay,
Yes.
because of the retest, we can say, okay, because there are three consecutive candles, or they're more than, they're just consecutive candles, no matter, regardless of the number. So, but if it's live now, we don't see the future. Nobody knows. So,
Yes.
at what point do we decide to use more than one candle as the order block? Then, two, can you do like when Crash 1000 now? Can you do like a live display of order block on this pair that we're on now, on the present market?
Which of the pair?
Doesn't matter. We're on 1000 now, so you could use the
The
1000.
crash 1000 now, right? The crash
Yes, please.
1000, right?
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, please. Thank
Your
you.
first question is okay. So your first question is when do we join candles together to make an order block? All right, good. The straight answer is, let's say I'm on, let me say I'm on daily now. You understand? Or okay, let me go to a lower time frame so that most of us will be using a 1 hour. Right. Now, when do I use more than one candle? One, when you have consecutive candles. For instance, you have this. Look at this red candle here. This red candle is here. You have these two candles here. So this is your order block. You understand? You join these two candles together to make one. And then look at the open, you look at the middle. You understand? So anything closing above it, you don't want that. But if you have a red candle, look at this, a red candle, a green candle, a red candle, a green candle, a red candle, you don't want to join them together. You understand? But when it is green, green, you can join them together, even if it is three. That's the answer to your question. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. So the second question is I should use I should do a live display on Crash 1000. Look at Crash 1000. I'm coming, let me. Now, looking at Crash 1000, if I am to trade this, I wouldn't trade today. I wouldn't trade today. I'm not going to record this. I'm going to pause my recording so that I will explain I will explain why. So I'm going to pause the recording.
Yes.
Secret I want to share. I'm going to pause the recording, right? So you guys should permit me on the recording. So here, somebody asks that if where can we put our stop loss if you are trading a 15 minutes for the other block. Now, our other block is validated here. After the validation, you see it moving into the other block. You understand? When it's moving into other block, you should be expecting what? If you're on the downtrend, you have to confirm that you're on the downtrend for you to sell. You understand? So let's say this is crash and you want to, you understand? You want to start catching the spikes. You understand? So your stop loss will be above here. Your stop loss will be above here. Now, if your stop loss is above here, are you going to wait till this candle touch your stop loss? No. Capital, no. Capital what? No. There are ways for you to know that what this trade has been invalidated without touching your stop loss. So you don't need to waste your money for you waiting to touch your stop loss. Do you understand? You don't need that. If you start seeing it, let me say you see this spike up, it's boom up. You understand? And you are seeing a movement, at least when it is above 50%, you should be ready to the 50% of your order block, you should be ready to close your trades. You understand? So suddenly, let's say suddenly you just see this spike. You understand? If you have the next spike, just close. You understand? If you have this spike, you can close. If the next one spike up, you close. But if the next one come down, you can leave it.
Okay, you mean the next 15-minute candle?
Yes. Look at this. Look at this other block here. This other block. I'm going to put my stop loss above here. I don't want it to go above it. So my stop loss is above here. The first spike came to it. This first spike, it came to this other block. What am I going to wait? I'll wait for what? For it to trade outside the other block, then I'm going to enter. You understand? So if it close, if you enter, let me say on a sell limit, you understand? You enter on the sell limit. If you enter on the sell limit, you put your stop loss here, and it took your sell from here. You understand? You put your stop loss here. So anything that is going above it, you should what? You should close your. So if you put a sell limit here and it took your order here, you have to put your stop loss here. You don't want to see it taking out this. But for safe trade, allow it to go out of the other block, then you enter. For safe trade, you understand? Allow it to go out of the other block and then you enter. So let's say you want to re-enter again. So you draw another other block. This is another other block here. This is another one here. You draw it. It doesn't touch it here. So it came down, but it actually is respecting this fair value gap here. Choose another one here. You have this up candle here. You have this up candle here. You have a close here. Look at the close below it. If you choose this one, so let me say you choose this one. You you are not having a close below it until here. Do you understand? You are not having a close below it until here. But if you look at this one here, see a close below it here. You understand? You have a close and you have the retest here. So once you have the retest, wait for the candle to what? To come out, and you can enter here. So the retest of this one is these two other block here. These two consecutive order block here. You understand? So what I don't want to see is, as this spike is happening, I don't want to see it move above 50%. I will close my trade. If I'm using sell limit, I'm going to close my trade. It doesn't mean when it touches this one. You understand? A good order block will respect at the beginning till 50%. You understand? So I don't have to wait for my stop loss to get it every time. You have to preserve your capital. So look at this. Look at this one too. Came out, it respected it here. So when it's respected it here, it enter. If you are using a sell limit, you understand, you can what? Sell from here. As long as what? It has closed here, came back to retest, sell. You understand? If you are using spike, you can enter your spike here. As long as it is outside the other block, you can just, you understand? You can just enter for the spike here, and it will continue spiking. You can understand? If this is crash, I'm using this example. If it is crash, because I see a very good institutional order flow here, that's why I'm using it. So you can just start selling. I think we get the same thing for crash here. Look at crash. This is the real crash. Now let's go to 15 minutes. So this is the 15 minutes of the crash. Now look at this. This is the 3 consecutive candles here. I'm starting from here. I chose this 3 consecutive candle here. So I have a close down here. When it come back here, I enter. It crash. Maybe after this one, when it came out, I enter. It crash. It come back here again. I enter. It crash. But if I'm the type that want to hold, as long as this one has not been taken out, I will hold. Because it has a lot of pips that it wants to give out. So I'll just hold. I will hold. You have another opportunity here. You understand? It came back, it retested it, it came outside. I will enter here. You understand? At this 15 minutes for this crash. So I will enter because I know it will keep crashing because it has respected the other block and it has rejected. So it will keep crashing. You understand? I'll wait for another opportunity again. Look at another opportunity. After here, after it has respected it here, you understand? It keeps crashing. So you can always take your chance here to enter for the crash. So once you see 1 or 2, 3 crash, you are okay. So you are okay. Once you enter here, you are okay. So I hope I've answered your question. Please.
Very well. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome. So any other question? Do we have any other question? Right. So since there is no any other question, so maybe
The explanation was clear. So
what do you say?
I said the explanation was clear.
Okay, it's clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, TFK. It's really we really appreciate you. Very clear, very educative. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. So somebody asks, can you repeat the last part? I don't know the last part you are referring to. Somebody asks, so if you are using 15 minutes, you count 3 candles as OB. No, it's not black and white. So I've explained this before that you don't just count 3 candles. You look for consecutive candles, not 3 candles. Consecutive candles means, let me say you have green, green, green. That's at 3, yes. You don't have any red in between them. You understand? Those are consecutive candles. So if you have 3, it's good. If it's not 3, if it is 2, it's good. If it is 4, it's okay. You understand? It's okay. It's fine. You understand? As long as it is consecutive candles. But if you are trading based on the higher time frame, you don't. It's good, but you understand? You have to always, if you have the consecutive candle, you have to always refine your trades to a lower time frame. You understand? So if I'm trading based on daily, so I have to reframe my trade to 1 hour. So from 1 hour, then I will know my direction. I will know my direction based on the 4 hour or daily. You understand? Then on the 1 hour, I can, or 50 minutes. You understand? I can take my trades for, if I'm looking for spikes. You understand? I will decide on the other block on the 1 hour or 15 minutes for the retracement. I said that retracement. So once I see the retracement, I'll just enter. You understand? Then uh I'll just enter. If I'm going to hold, I'll hold. If I'm not going to hold and I see the spike and I'm okay, I'll get out of the market. I'm done for the day. So thank you. If there's no other question, let's call it a day. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate, and then I really
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So thank you to the
Thank
admin and
you.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So you guys should just practice. So thank you. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, TFK.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go and take care of your fasting. Go and eat. Okay.
All right. Thank you, boss.
All right. Thank you.